ahead and close your eyes and get into the peaceful Pilates mentality. Deep breaths. Through the back of the ribcage. Relax, settle your mind and body down into the mat. Neutral spine, head facing forward. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, chin to chest. C shape in the cervical. Separate the vertebra in the thoracic. Down to the lumbar. Really reach down to your toes. Take 2 deep breaths. Do lateral breathing. Expand the rib cage. One more. On the exhale, begin stacking the vertebra back on top of the other one. To the thoracic, cervical, head and neutral spine. One more time. Inhale. Chin to chest. Separate the vertebra in the cervical. Incremental motion as you roll down to the thoracic, into the lumbar. Hang down and take a good inhale through the ribs. Exhale all that residual air out. One more inhale. And on the exhale, begin stacking those vertebrae back on top. Tuck the pelvis in, through the lumbar, thoracic, cervical, head. Now we're going to move into the pelvic curl, so you can lie down sideways on the mat. Going to have your knees bent, feet flat on the floor with your palms and arms straight down by your side, palms actively pressing into the mat. You're going to begin with an inhale, prepare. Keep those abs pulled in towards your spine. Pull that belly button into your spine. And you're going to to exhale, curl the pelvis by drawing a line up to the ceiling through the lumbar, thoracic, cervical. We're in the shoulder bridge position. Take an inhale. Exhale, begin lowering the cervical down to the thoracic. Lumbar, the last thing to touch the mat is your pelvis, and uncurl it back to neutral spine. Inhale, prepare. Keep those abs engaged, pull them to your spine. Curl the pelvis, draw a line up to the ceiling, to the lumbar, thoracic, cervical. Make sure there's a long, solid line from your shoulder, hips, and knees. Inhale. As you exhale, begin setting each vertebra back down on the mat. Slowly. Control and precision are our focus today, so really focus on going slow. These movements will be a lot harder. Inhale, hold. As you exhale, begin to tilt the pelvis by drawing a line up. Raise the lumbar, thoracic, lastly cervical. Shoulder bridge position. Inhale, hold. And as you exhale, begin setting your cervical back down to your thoracic, lumbar, uncurl the pelvis. Good. We'll move into abs now as we finished our warm-up.
Go ahead and take your orange that you can stay lying down. Grab your orange. And this time, instead of putting it under our chin for these exercises, we're going to place them right in between your knees. This is going to really force you to, as you lift your legs up into the tabletop for the chest lift, to keep your knees and your legs in that flat tabletop position. It also keeps your abs engaged and forces you to work them towards your inner thighs. Great. We're going to begin with the chest lift, but this time we're going to add a rotation. You can go ahead and turn your heads to watch our model because we're going to demonstrate this. For our chest lift with rotation, bring your arms up behind your head, fingers at the nape of your neck. You're going to lift, bringing your chest and your lower back off the floor, and you're going to twist to the right and then return to the center. And then we'll repeat the other way, twisting to the left and returning to center. It's important to remember that you're twisting from the waist and not from your shoulders, and that these elbows stay out at all times. In the breathing pattern, we're going to inhale, and then exhale, lift up. You guys can all do it if you want, or just watch for now. And then you're going to inhale, twist to the right, and exhale, return center. Good. So everyone want to lie flat, and then we'll all start together. Good. So inhale to just get ready. Exhale, lift up. And inhale, twist to the right. Good. And then exhale, switch center. Good. You can keep going on your own pace. That way you're really working on making precise movement. Really controlling the two principles that we focused on today. Making sure to focus to control, twist at the waist and not at the shoulder. Good. I should hear some breathing. Inhale, twisting, exhale, and returning to center. Keep going. Precise movement. If it's too difficult for you, you can lower in between, but your goal is to stay lifted the entire time. Good. Go ahead and do 3 more. Just at your own pace. And as you finish, go ahead and lower down. Good job. That was chest lift with rotation. Our next exercise we did last week was the Pilates 100. We're going to keep our arms still between your knees for this exercise as well, and your legs raised up into the tabletop. Just go ahead and get there. The breathing pattern for this exercise was in the pulsing. So we had 5 inhales and 5 exhales. That were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then inhaling. 5. And then your arms are just going to come up at your sides. And then do a little pumping action. And your goal is to get to 100. You guys can complete these at your own pace as well. Working on engaging your abs and lifting up. Remember that position with our neck. We changed the position of the orange, but remember to keep your neck in a line with your back. Good. Keep going until you reach 100, and then you can relax down. Good breathing. Beautiful. looking up to the ceiling more. Good. As you finish, go ahead and lower to the floor. You can grab your orange for this one and place it on the side for you. You want to need it for the next one. We did this exercise last week as well, the froglet, or the froglet. It was actually more difficult. Just go over the arm portion of it. Your arms come up over your head, and then come up to your sides and down to your hips. That's the arm movement. The legs will come out to a diagonal, so you can lift your legs out like our models. And they come back into tabletop. Out at the diagonal and back to tabletop. So let's do it all together. But our arms come up and our legs go out at the same time. So our arms up and legs out, and then your arms come out and around as your knees come in. Alright, just want to practice that really back. Up over your head, and your legs go out at a diagonal, and this is around to your side, and your knees come in. Good. Out, up, above your head, and down, down. Good. Really inhaling as you reach, and exhaling as you punch together. Okay. So you want to make this more difficult. Instead of bringing your legs up to a diagonal, like Anna's going to do right here, you can bring them lower. And you keep going and working on precise control movements on your own pace. Okay. The lower your legs extend, the harder it is. Perfect. You can move your arms as well. One of the principles of Pilates is flow. Good. Let's go ahead and do 3 more. Really, using that core, and then when you finish your 3, you can go ahead and relax on the ground. Alright. Good job, guys. Take an inhale. And exhale.
Okay. We're moving into the hip section, or kind of the hippie. So we're going to focus on hips today. So, as we go through these exercises, I want you guys to really, really overemphasize being slow so that the motion is completely controlled. I noticed on the video last week during the inner thigh lift, which is what we're going to start, some of you would quickly bring your thigh up and bring it back. You want to go as slow as possible so you can really focus on the muscle groups you're using. So go ahead and lie on your side facing the mirrors. Begin with the inner thigh lift. You want to be in the banana formation so that your feet are slightly in front of your upper body. 2 modifications. Andrea will have her head on her hand. Anna will have her arm planted on the ground at a 90-degree angle, so her hands facing straight up, and she'll have no support for her head. Nope. Okay, now you're going to bring your top leg up in front and set it, your foot flat on the floor in front of your hips. You're going to use your top arm and weave behind behind your calf to grab the outside of the lateral portion of your ankle. So rotate through your leg and butt out like that. Perfect. You're going to bring your abs into your spine. You want to really have tight abs. You're engaged the whole time. You're going to inhale slowly, keep your foot, reach through your heel towards the opposite wall. Inhale, slowly pick your leg up. Exhale, slowly hover back down, but don't touch the ground. Keep reaching through your heel, getting as much length. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. Really find control. Inhale up. Keep reaching through your heel. Exhale, back down. Keep your abs engaged. Inhale up. Exhale, cover the ground. Good. Inhale up. Really reach. Tuck your abs in. Exhale, back down. 3 more. Inhale, slowly up. Focus on using your inner thigh. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Hold. Exhale, back down. Good. Really reach to that heel. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale, back down. Good. These next 2 hip exercises are new, so if you could look up at the demonstrators. We're going to lie flat on our back. This is called the 1-leg circle, with your legs extended and down. Your arms by your side with your palms pressing to